So we're going to do problem 9.3.6t. There it is. So this has something to do about a theory about presidents being taller than their opponents. The alpha level is 0.05, and the claim is that the president's height and the main opponent's height have a mean difference of greater than 0. So that's in the alternative. It's a right-tailed test. And of course, the null hypothesis is always equals. Okay, so now when we open up StatCrunch, actually we don't want to open up that way. What we do is we put the data. See, the data says click to copy table. So it's just open in StatCrunch. So it'll put the presidents in the first column and the opponents in the second column. So when I go to tstat, I go paired. And that means it's a dependent sample. That means they're paired observations. Each president's paired with an opponent. The only thing that changes here has to be a right-tailed test. It's automatically set up the way we want it. Compute. So it looks like the tstat is 1.21, 2 decimal places. Okay. And p-value, I didn't look at it. It's 0.141. So it's obviously high. Looks like we're going to have to not reject the null. Since the p-value is greater than the left, since that's bigger than 0.05, we will not reject the null. Fail to reject. There is not sufficient evidence to support the claim because the claim's in the alternative. Since we're not rejecting the null, we can't support the claim. And lastly, construct a confidence interval that would be used for the hypothesis test. Okay, so since we're putting 5% in the right, to even it up, we have to put 5% in the left. That means we have to make it a 90% confidence interval. So options, edit, just change it to a confidence interval. And it would be to 1 decimal place. So minus 4.8, 17.8. Minus 4.8, 17.8. All right. Maybe I misspoke on that. Maybe we should just do a 95%. Let's try it. See if they're happy with that. So that'll be minus 7.5 to 20.9. Nope. It was 5%. Construct a confidence. Well, for both of the ones we tried, whether it's 90% or 95%, 0's in the confidence interval. That's why we would fail to reject. I'm not sure why. Let me try one more time. I'm missing something. I still think it should be a 90. Is there anything else I'm missing? No. Try it one more time. So minus 4.5, 17.8. Either way, 0's in the confidence interval. I already forgot what it was. 17.8. Okay, this time it took it. I must have had a number misplaced or something. So it is Since it's a one-tailed test, the confidence interval needs two tails, so you have to put the same amount, 5% on the left, which means you got 10% in the two tails combined. So that's why it's a 90% confidence interval. I must have punched the number in incorrectly. So what features of the confidence interval leads us to the same conclusion? Since the confidence interval contains 0, we fail to reject a null hypothesis. Okay. So that's problem 9.3.6t. Dr. K.